Yo, what is good, guys? It's me, your boy, Fan Lucky Mamba. You already know in the building. So, guys, today I'm gonna be doing what we call a midweek, week or weekly recap video. It's just midweek recap video. But before you can watch this video, guys, make sure that you support me, share this video with your friends, and also like this video. Subscribe to this video and show some love, guys. Show some love. And I would really appreciate that as I'm putting in the work for you guys so that you can learn and see what I'm doing on the background and also use that to advantage. I'd really love for the same energy from your side, which is your support as well. So let's just dive in deep without further more waste of time. So this video, guys, won't be too long. It will just be short, kind of like a continuation of the video that we did on the market breakdown. If you haven't watched that video, I'll drop a link on the description. So just make sure that you watch that video before you can come to this one so that you can be able to understand exactly what is actually happening here. So guys, as you can see that we've been on a bearish bias on GBP USD, we were able to get two beautiful trades. Obviously today I didn't trade. The trade that I was supposed to trade today, I didn't take it because of the CPI news. So it was possible that the market would just range the whole time until CPI. So I was looking at that and I was like, okay, you know what? Let me not trade because of it's part of my rules that I don't trade news. So it's best and better that I stay out of the market when news are in what are about to happen, especially news that are this big, like CPI. So I've been on a bearish bias, so I'm not going to be talking about that, guys, on this video. But if you want to know more about that, there is a video that I dropped on the weekly market breakdown, so you can just go and watch that video. So today I'm just going to be dropping down to my okay, just before I can drop down to my H1 time frame, I'm just gonna go back to my daily time frame and kind of like explain to you what's happening here. So one thing that we can literally see, guys, here already we have our bias intact. Obviously, we're not married to our bias, but one thing that we can see here, guys, is that we have a beautiful fair value gap here, you can see. And price came to tap into this fair value gap, couldn't break above and close. And for the second time, price was trying to push and break above this fair value gap, but it failed. And eventually, you see that both these two candlesticks, they did what they closed below this discount fair value gap area right here. You can clearly see that this is just a beautiful price action that we can literally use to advantage. So we were looking for selling opportunities from here, and we're looking for selling opportunities from here. So I still anticipate price to kind of like push to 123,105. That's the level that I'm looking for price to kind of like be drawn to. So that can take weeks, can take a month, it can take how long, depends on how long the market is going to be. It can take a day or two if we have so much volume to the downside. It just depends on what the market decides to do. But without further more waste of time, let me just dive in a bit more to my H1 time frame. So on my H1 time frame, guys, I have what? I have I have this premium discount tool here that I use. So you can clearly see, guys, that we have this is what we call a discounted area, and this is what we call a premium area. So one of the reasons that I didn't really focus so much on this fair value gap, still a valid one, but you can clearly see that it's just so close to this premium discount type of area. So that's what made me to kind of like stay away of this fair value gap. So as you can see, we came to this fair value gap, which is trading right about at our premium areas. So if you want to know more about that, there is a course that I'm doing that teaches my students more about these kind of things in details as to how do we use them to our advantage and stuff like that. So you can clearly see, guys, that we are okay. Before we can even go there, what we have here, we have a beautiful break of structure to the downside. So this confirms to us that we are indeed in a bearish order flow. So here, this is on our daily time frame, which is liquidity. I'm just going to take it out. So as you can see, guys, we came tap into these areas, and this was just around about it was around about Monday. So Monday I did take a loss. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna start on Monday and then come to this day and then come to Wednesday, which is day of today. So let's just go to Monday on our 5-minute time frame, because that's where I started to trade on Monday, which the first trade that we started with on Monday was a big loss that we took. So I'm just gonna get this straight. This is Monday, still remember pretty well. So, okay, I kind of like removed this, but I'm just gonna put it here. This was the sell that I took on Monday, and then I was having my stop loss just in these areas here, just above these areas here, and then I was looking for a beautiful 1:2 trade. So I'm just gonna kind of like remove this for now. So I took this sell opportunity here. So as you can clearly see that when we opened, we pushed up and we gave a beautiful pullback, pushed up. So I didn't take this trade because of we haven't tapped into our H1 fair value gap. So I waited for price to kind of like tap into our H1 fair value gap. And when it tapped into our fair value gap, what it did, it took out this liquidity that was just above this area. So for me, that was a beautiful one. That was a beautiful setup to kind of like take to the downside. And before that, one thing that we can literally see that we do have this break to the downside here as well. So I took this beautiful sell, and then it just literally gave me just more profit from here, and then went straight to my what, to my stop loss. So that's the first trade that I took. The second trade that you see guys here, this is the second trade that we see guys here, which I didn't take. I didn't take this trade, guys. I was looking to kind of like continue the sales, but I didn't take this trade due to there was kind of like a lot of manipulation that were happening on Monday. So I decided, you know what, let me just stay out of the market. As you can see, price manipulated these areas, and then it went down, broke structure again, but then now we can clearly see that it came back to manipulate these areas as well. So I was like, you know what, let me just stay out of the market on Monday, but I didn't get this trade. So moving forward, guys, it was on the second trade that I took was on Tuesday. Beautiful, beautiful trade that I took on Tuesday. So I'm just gonna go to this trade. So you can see the market opened, created some sort of like accumulation here. And then what did you see? We see price pushing up here. Super, super nice and simple, guys. So if I can just put this range box here. So you can see that price was creating some sort of like accumulation here. People were entering their position, selling and stuff like that, and then price just went all the way up, taking out these people to the to the upside. Those people who entered sells, and those people who are entering buys, buy stops here, looking to continue going long. Those are breakout traders, and those who are selling from here, and then they're both taken out when the market reversed, took out those people who entered buys. When the market was pushing up, took out those people who entered sell. So I was kind of like waiting for manipulation. And then once manipulation came through for me, then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna look for the first FVG into my directional bias. So came through for me. You see that we have this FVG, and this fair value gap comes with what? It comes with this beautiful break of structure to the downside. So that was the first trade that I took on which was the win of a beautiful trade. I had my stop loss just around about this area on 10 pips, and then I was targeting a 20 pips, which is a 1:2 setup, 1:2 trade, which was beautiful trade, and I did milk on this beautiful trade. And then going forward, it was the trade of today, which I didn't really take, but I just think it's very important that I go through this trade as well because of for lessons, and just to kind of like show you guys what I was looking at before the trade. Why I didn't take this trade? Because of the CPI news today. So I was kind of like, you know what, let me just stay out of the market because I'm up already 1% for this week. Then there's no harm in that. I'm still good because of on the first trade on Monday, I lost 1%. Second trade on Tuesday, I made 2%. So that was good. So first things first, you can clearly see guys that we have what? We have this accumulation that was created by price. Started on a previous day, but then went on and on this day. So what do we see? We see manipulation coming into place, and then we see a pullback, a push to the downside, and then a pullback. So one of the reasons that I was probably gonna be skeptical taking this trade. Still a valid trade to be honest, but then one thing that would have been making me to be kind of like skeptical, because we did get this fair value gap here. If you can just see, we did get this fair value gap, but now is that we couldn't break below these lows here. So that was one of the reasons we didn't get that clear displacement. But once we do get that displacement, pushing to the downside, breaking these areas, and printed this beautiful fair value gap, I was like, wow, this was gonna be a very beautiful trade, pushing price to the downside. So that's basically what I was gonna be looking at. But this trade went on, guys, to kind of like bank around about 4%, 4 point something%. But then my strategy is that I'm risking 1% to make 2% on the trade. But on this one, probably I was gonna be like, okay, I'm waiting for this candlestick to close, and if this candlestick close, maybe I was gonna bank like 3.7% on this trade. But my rule is that I bank 1:2 on every trade that I trade. So that's the midweek recap. So on Friday, guys, I'm gonna be dropping the full week recap just to show you if maybe there are any trades that I'm gonna be taking going forward on Thursday and on Friday, then I'm gonna show you. But if there are none trade, then there's not gonna be a weekly recap because it's gonna be just the same video that I did because there are no new trades that I took. Yeah. So on Saturday, I'm gonna be dropping another video, guys, on ASR weekly advanced review, just kind of like to reflect on my week on all the trades that I took or the trades that I missed and those trades that I didn't take, what were the reasons, those kind of things. I feel like they're very important in every trader's journey to kind of like go through. So I wanted to go through that with you guys. So that's why I'm gonna be hosting it on YouTube with you guys. So thank you so much, guys, for staying and tuning in. It's me, your boy, Fan Lucky Mamba. Let there be peace in the Middle East with our brothers and sisters. Be safe.